Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/insane people Facebook. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cat losing a fight to a box will convince you. And random fact about my cat society is that the shadow government there is actually the entire sewer system. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So this first post here says, and the clown-in-chief here says, despite the fact that Canada is charging the US from 250% to 390% on tariffs on many of our farm products, Ontario just announced a 25% surcharge on electricity of all things, and you're not even allowed to do that. Because our tariffs are reciprocal. We'll just get it all back on April 2nd. Why not April 1st? I mean, this whole administration is just a joke. Anyways, this person goes on to say, Canada is a tariff abuser and always has been, but the US is not going to be subsidizing Canada any longer. We don't need your cars, we don't need your lumber, we don't need your energy, and very soon you will find that out. Make America great again. Yeah. So far, this whole administration has just been a massive joke, and this is gonna get a special out of 50, cause, yeah, the clown-in-chief here is just destroying us, and ironically enough, we need Canada a lot more than we want to admit, and I mean a lot more. Like, the Midwest, for example, relies on a lot of Canadian oil and a lot of Canadian energy. So, there's that I bet the clown-in-chief had never suspected. And this next post here says, homeschooled her children using 50-year-old textbooks, and brags about it. And this person here says, I homeschooled my kids for nothing. We had this thing called the internet. Free printing pages everywhere you look. I found free copies of old textbooks that they gave me, just so they didn't have to carry them to the dumpster. 70s and 80s, so still had actual facts. Yes, like the Soviet Union still being around, and Yugoslavia still being a thing. And same thing with Czechoslovakia, East Germany, and the Berlin Wall, and yeah, conflicts that are still definitely 100% going on, like the Soviet-Afghan War and the Angolan Civil War, and just generally the conflict in Ethiopia, which actually I guess is still going on. And for this one's gonna get probably like a 40 out of 50. I guess this is kind of hilarious, but I also do kind of feel bad for the children because they're not getting the actual today facts. And also, person, you have to understand that information from the 80s and 70s is kind of outdated. Well, a lot of information from the 70s and 80s is kind of a wee bit outdated by today's standards. And this next post here says, Karma Farm Page. And this person here says, 80 years ago, Hiroshima was a smoking crater. This is Hiroshima today. A literal atomic bomb is less destructive than diversity. Okay, this one's gonna get a 50 out of 50. This is wrong on so many levels. And also, person, I'm pretty sure said atomic bomb killed like hundreds of thousands of people and caused hundreds of thousands more to suffer from radiation poisoning. And also, person, I'm pretty sure that a lot of US cities are probably maybe a lot better than you probably know. And also, person, like I said, this is wrong on so many levels, and yeah, this person is probably very racist. And this next post here says, be right back. I'm gonna learn from an expert what causes autism. And this person here says, what do you think causes autism? As you all know, the autism rate has risen in the United States to 1 in 36, except for among Amish, Mennonite, and German Baptist communities. I'm not sure that the rates have really risen per se, as much as we're getting better at detecting autism than we were in, like, say, the 80s. And also, person, the reason why that autism rates are lower in the communities that you mentioned is probably due to the fact that they don't quite diagnose them there as much. Anyways, this person goes on to say, this should be declared a national health emergency so we can find out why these communities don't have the same rate of autism. Again, it's really due to the fact that they probably don't diagnose them nearly as much as we do. Anyways, this person goes on to say, we aren't finding out though, and we aren't treating this as an emergency. Why do you think that is? A. No one cares. B. It's impossible to find out. C. Everyone wants to have an autistic child and don't want solutions. I mean, personally, if I had to pick between an autistic child and a dead child, I would probably pick having an autistic child. And there is like a whole Penn and Teller skit about it. Anyways, this person goes on to say, D. Some scientists already know why and want this to continue. E. Big Pharma is behind this, of course, as they always are, and don't want the medication or the vaccine stopped that causes this because it would cost them too much money. F. Something else. I'm pretty sure it's probably somehow to do with F. Maybe we're probably just getting better at detecting autism, and the reason why those communities that you mentioned don't have higher autism rates is due to the fact that they, I don't know, probably maybe don't detect for that. And I'm gonna probably give this a special out of 50. I mean, this person is causing more vaccine skepticism, and I hate these people. And also, person, it's kind of like with Mount Everest already being there. I mean, it was discovered in like the 1800s or something like that, but I'm pretty sure something, it was probably already there. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand.